everybody, long time no see. Welcome to the first session of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship from the Rome E-Prix. It is the rookies that are out first as well, just 11 cars that are going to take part. They've been out for 15 minutes so far, and as we can see, the track is looking quite busy. It's looking quite good as well, which I think is always the sort of best thing to do and the best atmosphere to play with. So we're going to be in for a very interesting session. The cars are out there. We're just catching up with our main streams as well to have a listen to. For the first ever time, though, we are broadcasting live on both YouTube and on Twitch. So take a hello with that. Let's get the audio back. We're on JB Motorsports 2 on YouTube. That is going to be until Sunday. And on Twitch, this is now permanent. So hello to everybody viewing on Twitch. JB Motorsports is going to be here permanently now for the rest of the year and going forward. Silverstone is up. That's from the British Grand Prix. So allow me just to take that down very carefully with the pegs we've got launched up here as well. There we go. Look. Silverstone been and gone. Let's not have any memories of that horrible race, shall we, as well, when we got blocked. So, here we go. The cars around the track. Van der Linde at the moment is on top, but now we've got Erkelasher as well, who has taken top honours. Tom Brooks in the commentary box this weekend as well, making his debut. That is because Ben Edwards is commentating on the Goodwood Festival of Speed, but Formula E back. First ever time, live on both YouTube and on Twitch with the multi-streamer. We should have done this years ago. And hello to everyone watching as well on JB Motorsports 1, where we are uploading all of the Formula E content this weekend so that you can still see it. We will be live on JB Motorsports 2 throughout it. And, of course, on the JB Motorsports Twitch page, where I already know some people are watching. Hello to Dimas says, hello Josh Burst, what is rookie free practice? Okay, so the rookie free practice, what all this is basically everybody is required to give up their car for one practice session. But none of the teams have done that across this season. So we've had to create the rookies free practice session, which is a 30-minute session where all of the teams, all 11 of them, have had to give up one of their cars for a rookie to go out and take part. And we've had rookie sessions as well, but this is going to be brand new. So we've got, as you can see, Erkelasher on top, then Eastwood, Eastwood, not Clint Eastwood obviously, but still Eastwood. Then we've got Van der Linde, Zane Maloney's in there, Danny Kvyat classified as a rookie, so Kvyat's in here too. Johnny Chicotto, sorry, Luca Giotto, not Johnny Giotto, Luca Giotto's in there, so Giotto. Then we've got Yiffy Yee, Felipe Dragovic, Jack Aitken's in there. Johan Jaruvela hasn't gone out, and neither has Tambe as well. So this is what it basically all is, just a chance to say hello. There's Sam Bird watching on. Oh, that's Tom. I was thinking he was in the commentary box alongside him. But yeah, basically, this is just a little practice session before the main one kicks off later on today. Then we'll all get figure out for it. So this is basically just a little bit of a warm session. The first session still coming up later. That's going to be on here at 3:55 British Standard Time. Myself and Megan will be in the commentary box. Megan's joining me for Formula E this weekend across the Saturday races. Sunday, we understand as well, that might be Ed Hunter, depending on where he is. But the cars, as you can see, still circulating. I think it looks rather good on Twitch, don't you? However, it looks like TweetDeck's already failed, so that's always great, isn't it, when you hit the bite rate on things. Honestly, and also TweetDeck's going behind a paywall. So they've got a driver tracker. We're working on what we can put below here as well, so that there's still something. But usually you don't notice, because usually Ed Hunter's there. But, of course, this weekend he'll be there on Sunday. So it's not really a big issue with Formula E, because you've got the driver tracker. But still, it's a feature you like to notice as well as they come in. So yeah, do join us. We'll be tweeting the links out. Make sure as well on Twitch, where we're now permanently based. It's going to be fun. If you are watching us on Twitch, we're going to be re-streaming as well some of the old races. So Formula E before London is going to have all their races broadcast. Formula 1 up there, summer break as well. MotoGP hopefully will be uploaded as well. So you won't have missed anything from this year on Twitch as we try and catch up. And I think the re-stream is working really well. I'm really enjoying it. So perfect. We're on both channels. We're working also on a system where we can get everything in one thing as well, like the chat room and everything sorted. So we're on JB Motorsports 2 and then on YouTube. It's a coincidental thing, but yeah, it's basically how we're having to work it our main YouTube got banned again, and we haven't got it fixed yet. So the live stream returns Sunday evening. So the IndyCar Grand Prix will be on JB Motorsports and Twitch. But the practice and qualifying for that will be here on JB Motorsports 2, and Formula E is on Twitch and JB Motorsports 2. So it's just one of those confusing things that we sort of have to go through for a while. We're looking now at Erkelasha as well, coming round down out of turn 3, down across the start line. This is the long, sweeping hairpin as well. That used to be where the Formula E start line was. Of course, it's a modified circuit here in Rome. Down there at the hairpin, that used to be where we had the start line, but they sort of rearranged it for a couple of years. Rome's had 3 different variations of racetrack. Oh, Djokovic sliding out the rear car as well, just keeping it in. So 8 minutes to go in the rookies test. Vanderlin's on top. He's done a 1:44.376. Erkelasha is second, 6/10 off the pace. Dragovic third. Eastwood is fourth. Maloney fifth. Kvyat. Danny Kvyat. Kvyat. I haven't said his name in a while, haven't we? Anyway, Danny Kvyat is sixth. Giacotto is seventh. Yi is eighth. My mate Jack Aitken ninth as well. Looking on the board, so all looking strong and all looking quite safe, really. Druvela and Tambe haven't yet set a time across the sessions as Djokovic flies the car through on the inside line, coming out of turn 3. This is where the start line used to be, but there's a nasty bump, so it's an incorrect position to put a starting location, so they moved it back to turn 3, which is a very narrow straight towards 4, as you can see, where the start line is indicated on your track map there alongside. That's where it is, and the finish line is 2 corners before where the pit lane entry is. So it's a weird one, but it's a fun track. Rome is one of the most popular for Formula E, and we'll be talking with Megan later about it as well and how much we're all going to be looking forward to it. It's a double header, of course, here in Rome. So round 13 takes part on Saturday. Round 14 will be on Sunday. We've also got round, I think, 11 of IndyCar. Anyway, they're all available in the Twitch chat as well with the timetable. So everybody getting fully fit and ready to go. On board with Felipe Djokovic round the hairpin now at turn 15 into 16 and 17, 18 tightened back up together. And Djokovic will be setting another benchmark time in the Maserati. Just taking it through calmly. Gets back on the power. Front wing looks a little bit different as Djokovic says he's going to box with 6 minutes to go. Half an hour session is actually perfect because the drivers had the shakedown earlier on, 15 minutes at limited power. Then the cars have been changed over. Only the secondary cars changed over, of course, for their drivers. The rookies go out for half an hour. Then we go over, and the actual weekend begins at 4 o'clock. So in just over, 2 hours' time? Yeah, 2 hours' time we're next on air. Myself and Megan will be up here in the commentary box talking you through it and getting all of the action and all of the intrigue and interest in what is happening, and just giving everybody the top tier information charts and what not to miss here in ABB FIA Formula E. Kvyat now flying through. He's in the Neo 333 Racing. P6, he's 7/10 down at the moment as he comes around the back half of the track through the kink at 5, then round 6, down now towards turn 7. This is where the start line originally was, and it was a really bad place to put a start line. And we often see crashes down here. Last year, Rome was a couple of rounds before the end of the season, and we saw drama. It was like halfway, wasn't it? So much more drama, so much more intrigue as well is coming up. And I actually feel quite nice. I hope everybody on Twitch is enjoying it. I feel quite nice that we're there. I really do. I feel quite... I was worried I wouldn't feel at home. I was worried, I think once you get on JB Motorsports and then on Twitch, from Sunday onwards, best of both worlds. Can't wait. So, yeah, it's working well. And also, we can stream now to many other platforms. Like, I'm just looking at the multiple outputs. We've got USON on YouTube, we can stream to now. We've got JB Motorsports. We've got the JB Motorsports 1 backup. So if we go off air, we can start that immediately. And we're even looking at vertical. So we're looking at Twitch, TikTok, things like that getting added in. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of action that we are prepared to do, and we're looking forward to it. Unfortunately, with the vertical, it's quite difficult because we have to have a timing screen and a driver track instead of our faces, so just the audio goes through. But that's better than nothing, isn't it? That's better than nothing. But we're working on looking at the vertical setups and seeing if we can stream there as well. So do not be too worried, because we are so looking forward to where JB Motorsports is going from now on. But still, later on, it's going to be our second main practice session. As we see now, this is Eastwood. Now we're cutting to Giacotto, who is far from a rookie. Johnny Giacotto. Sorry, not Johnny Giacotto, is it? It's the other one. It's Luca Giotto. Johnny Giotto was his cousin as well. Luca, yeah, coming into it. Luca Giotto. Yiffy Yi looking quite good as well. 8th place, Aiken to the pits. No time at all. Not even a lap time. If we take a look at Button 9, just look at this. Not even a lap time being taken part from Jeruvela or Tambe. They've all just sort of stayed where they need to be. That's quite I don't want to say alarming, but it is quite weird, isn't it? That they've sort of just stayed there and not really taking any notice of things. Oh well, there we go. It'll be fine. Maloney looking good. Van der Linde, fastest first sector, anybody. Second sector's a personal best. He's in the Jaguar TCS Racing. Maloney goes 4th. Looking quite strong. Van der Linde again having the attack and the power pressure. Van der Linde squeezes through on the exit and he goes top. 1:44.048. Brilliant for Van der Linde. So that's strong stuff, actually, to go that fast. It's not going to mean anything, of course. It's got no prior time. But it's important to top the rookies, because anything can happen in Formula E. This could be important for next year, to throw your hat into the ring and get yourself out there. Eastwood out of the last corner and takes it. Well, yeah, it is the last corner. Turn 19 goes second fastest. He's a 10th down. It's a 1:44.191 for Eastwood. So, still got some areas to find. No one's denying that the rookies aren't going to... Well, I'll be very surprised. Note down the times that the rookies do. That's what I'm going to point out here. Note down exactly what the fastest time was. So, Van der Linde 1:44.048. Then compare it to what we see in practice 1 in 2 hours' time. That's going to be my statement. Some people are going to go on full power laps. Some people aren't going to go on full power laps. With a yellow flag at turn 7, and looking at it, I think is it Danny Kvyat? Yes, it is. Danny Kvyat's locked up and gone straight on. He's now reversing back across the track. He'll get a little bit of first gear, and away he goes. In the Neo, and away he goes. So yellow flag in, green flag goes back out here for the Rome E-Prix of 2023. Rounds 13 and 14 of the campaign. Technically, I'm on holiday for 2 weeks as well, so none of the team, only Ed, I think, is on this weekend. Everyone else has got a weekend off after the hardness of Silverstone as well before we go into it. So everyone else has got a weekend off to take themselves a bit of care, a bit of chill-out time, and then we'll be back. This is how Danny Kvyat locked up. So it's on the bumps, the rear gets unsettled, hits the brakes, and the car just doesn't stop. It's so hard to stop a Formula E car. It really is. I think Rome's one of the tracks I can download. I was wanting to do a lap attack for the E-Prix as well, but on a lower weekend. If you are watching on Twitch, by the way, we're going to be active a lot more on here, a lot more than YouTube. We're going to be doing some R-Factor, the original R-Factor 1. We're going to do some simulation runs on there. We've got an F1 2005 pack downloaded, so we're going to create a custom calendar, and we're going to do a championship series on it as well, on like Mondays or something. Just have a nice, complete chill out, relax, drive, have a bit of a race. All looks quite fun. So I'm really looking forward to where it's going. 15 seconds left then of this. In fact, session's out now. So check a flag to conclude this rookies practice session for the 2023 Rome E-Prix. So everyone's done. What does Felipe Drugovich do then? A former Formula 2, 1:43.736. He's 3/10 faster than Van der Linde. So that is brilliant. So Sheldon Van der Linde is in second place, but it's Felipe Drugovich who has topped the session, as he always did in Formula 2 as well, who's had a really strong performance there. So Zane Maloney, he's 6th fastest, coming out of that tight chicane. The only sort of original part of the track is out of turn, well, it's, I think turn 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. That's all the same part of the track. Then it sort of gets muddled out on a different variation. So there are still some original spots on this track to the original Rome track, but it's brilliant. I want to do a comparison between the two if possible. I'm sure I can find something as well later on this afternoon and get something drafted. Zane Maloney looking good. Fastest in the middle sector. Look at Giotto. Yeah, he's looking really good. Maloney fifth. Here is Giotto. What can we see from Giotto? He's up. First sector, second sector looking good. Across the line then. And look at Yiffy the same. So the rookies are putting in some improvement. They're far from rookies, really. Aiken and Kvyat, former Formula 1 drivers, of course. Yiffy is tested. Dragovic, Vanderlyn, Giotto, Eastwood. Then we get Maloney 6th. Yiffy is 7th. Aiken 8th. Kvyat down to 9th. Then we get Eastwood is 4th. Kalashi goes into 5th. And that's the game. Everyone takes the flag. So at the end of the rookie session, it's Dragovic, Vanderlyn, Giotto, Eastwood, Kalashi, Maloney, Kvyat, Yi, Aiken, and Dragovic has topped the board here for the rookies practice session. A short and sweet one then here for ABB FIA Formula E. We'll be back in 2 hours' time for all of the action from Formula E's first practice for the Rome E-Prix. Dragovic, though, tops that rookie session. Free practice 1 in 2 hours' time. Join us again here on JB Motorsports 2 and on Twitch. 2 hours, and then we are all go. Maloney's under investigation for a technical infringement. Oh, dear. That'll be a penalty for him to start then. But we'll be back in 2 hours' time for the official first practice session. You can find that on JB Motorsports 2 in the upcoming schedules and on Twitch as well. Thanks to everybody. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.